Hey y'all, it's your girl JustJayy, and I'm here with
Amber,
and we are here y'all to get into the tea of her business, which is
Sweet Spy Amber.
hey now. So honey, I know me, the kid like to eat, okay?
Okay.
We're going to get into these teas. We're going to talk about what your brain is all about. What made you decide I want to do Sweets by Amber?
You want me to give you the real? The real,
That's what we here for.
I'm gonna give you the nitty gritty. Okay.
You do.
Okay. The real is, right? I was a broke tail 18-year-old leaving Wise High School, right? And so I was like, I need some money in my pockets, right? It was the best thing to do. I grew up cooking. I grew up baking from like 9. So all that was me.
You knew all the hospitality rules.
All that, girl.
Everything I needed to come together.
Mixologist, all that. I'm all that. But, just to, make the brand expand more and different things like that. But I started off as, like a little broke 18-year-old. And I was like, let me go to Michael's and go take me a cake class. So I learned, I was like, okay, this is easy. I took literally one class and never went back. Never went back, yes.
Now, the purpose of the, ladies and gentlemen, for those who are inquiring about doing bake classes, please take all of the courses within the class because that's what you pay for, I would hope that you get your money's worth. But we're going to continue to let her finish her story.
Yeah, but Michael's was great for, one class. They gave me my basics of fondant and stuff. And ever since then, I was just like, let me learn this on my own. It was too much YouTube videos out, too much, people that'll actually help me if I take myself into a bakery.
Right.
I've actually been able, to work at a bakery in Salisbury when I was at school. And that was, the greatest experience.
But, okay, so my family is Southern. Like, majority of my grandparents, they all from the South. They don't know how to teach you how to cook. They just tell you
watch,
what I'm doing.
Uh-huh.
So I thought, I'm like, what type of
kind of teaching is this?
What do you mean you can't show me how to cook stuff? You don't know how many ingredients? No, you just gotta look at it. You just taste it. You know what's right. And then I'm like, after I started cooking, I'm like, okay, I kind of
You see what they talking about now.
Because I really can't tell you. I just have to taste it or look at it and tell you this is the right way. So is that how you cook?
That is exactly how I cook. Like, baking, you cannot do that with baking because baking is, a science to it. So you have to, be precise on everything. But cooking, oh, girl, I'm like a crazy person, okay? I'm like a kid in a candy store. Whatever smells good, I will put in there. And it's like, after watching shows and cooking for a while, you know what type of flavors, go with certain stuff. So I was like, this looks pretty. Let me smell this. And really, I go off smells, really. Or, the only time I taste something is if I'm like frying chicken and I gotta taste exactly, girl. You gotta taste your batter. I'm trying to branch out, wherever I can, wherever, you can make money. Wherever with whatever. People buy anything.
Okay, but I'm a challenge your brain for a second because my family we all we're different and that's what I love about them. My cousin asked me a question.
Mm-hmm.
Would you, if you had to choose between your money or your dream, what would you choose?
My dream, because I have so many of them. Like I will find a trade that I like or a hobby. I'm like, how can I make money off this? I have friends that come back, and be like, hey, I want to get into so-and-so. And I'm like, that sounds fun. I used to do that when I was like 11. I want to try that again. Let's go do that. I try to, anything that I feel like I'll enjoy while making money, I will do it. Like, I really feel like God made me to actually, you get what I'm saying, carry out businesses, help other people with their businesses and different things like that.
So what is your ultimate goal beyond baking? Like, are you going to continue baking? Are you going to make a cookbook? Like, what is in the works of doing this?
I love this because I never thought about a cookbook. I'm really trying to get a storefront. I'm trying to have a bakery. I wanted to incorporate, it's not legal right now in Maryland, but
So you said you want to do a storefront.
Yes,
so
definitely.
what are we doing next in order to get there? I feel like Yeah, I feel like I'm thinking. I think you should do like a cookbook or something.
You think I should do a cookbook? I think that would be fun. I think that'll be fun because a lot of people don't know how to cook.
Especially being as young as you are, I feel like it should be
No
a
excuse.
thought
I
to
think.
definitely get in the works of. And are you just gonna keep doing desserts, or are you gonna go beyond that?
Oh no, I'm trying to get to the point. So that was my next step. Actually, I'm wrong. You know what my next step was? My next step is to start doing dinners. Like do dinners, weekly, do pre-orders, stuff like that. Because I really want people. I'm really focused on expanding right now. You get what I'm saying? So when I do go to that storefront, it's so many different things that you get what I'm saying, get from that one place. I don't want to be just a bakery, because how much time do people spend it in bakeries?
Now in the South, baby, a lot.
Exactly.
Cause it's this place. Oh, I forgot it just now, but I never forget. It's in Greensboro, North Carolina, and it's a black and white store. If I remember the name, I'd say, how do you gain the patience to do this? Like, what?
I don't know. Some days I wake up and I just be like, oh, that was terrible English. Some days I wake up and I think to myself and I'm just like, I want to go bake today. Like, what do I have in here? Do I have some eggs? It's just, sometimes I don't like baking. Like, there are times people ask me to make a cake and I'm like, ew, I do not feel like doing this week.
For real?
And yeah, because it's just like, sometimes it gets tiring. It gets so overwhelming.
Well, I guess for anything that you do in life, you just keep doing it over and over and you need a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But another thing that, pushes me to want to, do it, it's just creativity. I can't draw. I can't do a lot of things. I can't paint to save my life. Like, I'm more of a, I can bake. I can sing. I can do stuff like that. I cannot draw. That's about as creative as I get.
But y'all, being a media major, I'm nosy. I look through everything that I
Oh, no, you will
yeah,
not.
I do.
We're not doing this today.
However, the cakes look bomb. So that's why I'm confused. That's why it's so like, what do you mean? I'm sorry. All your cakes look like, you know what I'm saying? From like you would see in Sam's Club or Costco.
Yeah. What will probably make it easier to do, and it's nothing against, the customers, nothing. But, when you have your own business, you see what goes into your business. And, the quirks, the cons, the pros, everything. Customers don't get to see that. So when they come to me about, a dessert or something, I am willing to work with anybody. Like, if you come to me and say, Amber, I have a budget, I'm not trying to spend over $130, I'll be like, okay, what?
Pause.
Yes, $130 is not even a big number, is it?
Hold on. I'm not paying anyone $130 for a cake.
See, and that's what people think.
Hold
That's
up.
what people think.
It costs more than $130. So,
There
no, wait,
are-
did you mean
okay.
$1.30?
Oh no,
Oh, one
Cakes
third.
depend. Okay, do you remember that Moana cake that I did? This latest one, the buttercream one.
Okay, yeah.
That was literally flat out a $200 cake. If I didn't know the person, flat out $200. Yeah. Yeah, cakes can get like extremely this is what I have to go through with making a cake, right? You bake it, right? And after you bake it, after going to the store, running around getting all your stuff, then you have to make icing for your cake. And then you gotta let your cake cool while you make the icing, because if you put the icing on while it's too hot, you're done for. So then you gotta wait for it to cool. Then you gotta shave off, when you make cakes and you like have it in a little pan and sometimes it gets a little curve at the top and it doesn't bake flat. Okay, well sometimes cakes don't bake flat, right? You have to cut the dome of the cake off. Then you got to cut layers. So if you got like a 4-inch cake, you got to cut it into 2 inches. Then put ice in the middle of that stack. Put dowels in it to make sure you support it. It's so much that goes into a cake.
Oh, see. Explain the difference in cakes. Like what types of cakes of what and,
Okay, from different places. Okay, so, Costco, BJ's, and Sam's, do your regular type of, cakes where, you can get the bare minimum.
Right.
With custom cakes, it's never the bare minimum. You can go as far as, I see this cake on Pinterest, right? I don't like this, I don't like that. Switch it with this and that, and throw some diamonds, you know, or throw some, you know, a little strip of whatever around the cake, put feathers on it, whatever, you know, and that just kind of adds up because it's like people will ask you to sculpt stuff like characters and different things like that. People will ask you to sit there and make flowers. Flowers take a while depending on how detailed your flower is. I have sat there and made roses, and roses can take from 2 to 5 minutes by itself for one rose.
That's why I'm asking people need to. For me and people watching, is very important that people understand the different ways of how cakes are made. Because me personally, unless it's my wedding cake, ain't spending no more than $30-$20 on a cake.
You know what you can get from me for like $35? And you didn't even say 35. You said 25, 30. You know what you could get from me? You remember, have you seen them little strawberry shortcake cakes?
That's all I need.
Like, that's like probably the size of your hand, the circumference of the cake. It's like the size of your hand.
So people understand, like, it's, baking is serious. People, and that's the purpose that people understand, like, you have to understand their price ranges for a reason. The ingredient they put in is for a reason. They don't have to give you a particular price. You can go somewhere else and get it for a cheaper price, but it's not going to be what you expected.
Definitely.
So now that she's informed us, baby, you spending more than $130 on a cake, you may want to go into baking yourself if you don't want to spend that type of coin. And then when you realize how much you're putting into your own, then you'll be like, oh, my bad. I think I can go back. My bad. I ain't know.
And the crazy thing is, people don't understand, this is a very lucrative business. It really is. You just have to be in the right demographic for, you know, your business to soar. Because honestly, you thought $130 was a lot. People have spent $2 on a cake. I remember when I first started out, I got a cake that I could have charged easily $5,000 to $7,000 for, and it was a wedding cake. It was about, I want to say it could have been at least 5 feet tall. Yeah. And it was, I mean, it was beautiful. But I knew where I was at the moment, you know, with how my decorating and stuff. And I was, you know, I was professional enough to be like, I can't do this right now, you know. Come back to me in a couple of years. But now I look back and I'm like, why did I do that cake? Like,
that could have been your kickoff.
Exactly.
All right, y'all. This is swell, okay? Let's get into it, okay? Now, I wish her the best. Wish you the best. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay positive, stay focused. And y'all, it's your girl, JustJayy. And I'm here with
Amber.
And that is all, y'all. Peace.